Hello and welcome to episode 125 of Draft Offsides. I'm with Tico and Enzo. My name is Keith. Follow us at Draft Offsides. Go ahead and give us a follow at all the places. We're everywhere that you can be followed at, except for OnlyFans.
We're willing to open it.
We're willing to open it if there's some demand, for sure.
But we need to know what you want to see first, because I'm not just going to open it just to open it.
It's just gonna be Enzo crying after Tottenham games.
That would probably get some. That could get us some money. There's some weird kinks out there. That's for sure. Okay, Tico, you want to take the headlines?
All right, let's go. So some headlines. So Villa dropped points to Leeds. This actually, when I looked at their lineup, this was like crazy. Ross Barkley, Liam Bailey, Douglas Luiz, Jadon Sancho, Tammy Abraham got playing time in 2026.
Talk about blast from the past, these players.
It's insane, yeah.
Okay, so of those, people were hopeful that Leon Bailey was going to be fantasy relevant. He wasn't really.
No, he wasn't really.
He scored like 6.5 points in the first 10 minutes, and then didn't score again.
We've seen him do that.
Got subbed off like the 50th, which
we've
is funny.
seen him do that so many times.
I know. Douglas Luiz still relevant.
Yeah.
Jadon Sancho not really relevant, right? Tammy Abraham came off the bench and scored, but so I guess like he'd be relevant if he got a start.
Yeah.
And then Ross Barkley, ironically, who's been the best in the recent history in the Premiership, gets no playing time.
Yeah.
Remember that year? Was that last year, 2 years ago, where Ross Barkley where he was playing for Luton Town and was like actually like a fantasy
relevant?
Asset?
He was average like 10 plus points.
That was fun.
All right.
Okay, what else?
James Milner breaks the record for most EPL appearances.
Can we put asterisks on this though?
This is the minutes thing?
Yeah, it's the minutes thing.
Okay, you want to tell people what the minutes thing is?
I don't know exactly how much it is, but I know it's a fucking big amount of minutes.
Significantly less than the second guy who's Gareth Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean,
it's still great that he's got that many appearances in the league, but
it's pretty amazing his range of teams. I remember watching him as like a 19-year-old play for like Newcastle as like a winger.
He's played with I think they said like there's like a certain amount percentage of the Premier League
of the entire Premier League. It's like 20 some playing for against like a huge percentage. Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
When you Google his name, there's confetti flying down with soccer balls and the number 654.
Oh really?
Really? That's fine. I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah.
James Milner.
I love it. Doesn't happen.
That is really fun. That's great. I'm glad Google did that.
Yeah,
that's great. Okay, what else we got?
Chelsea dropped points to Burnley in the 93rd minute.
Is that really like a headline?
It is a headline.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, aren't they still in the Champions League?
Yes, they are.
They're in 5th place.
They're in 5th, which will probably get Champions League. Yeah,
they'll probably get Champions League.
Yeah,
but I mean, I think when you're looking at their last 2 games were against Leeds and Burnley, and they got a total of 2 points in those games, and that's 4 points. That's 4 points lost, and you have Liverpool looking pretty good. That's they're starting to kind of turn it around. United's there. It's just like
I mean, we
I'd
could
be
also
more worried
include
of United though.
The best team in the world.
Oh, fuck off.
It could be. We could also include Arsenal drop points to Wolves because it was midweek. We didn't really include that. So London is breaking down.
London is breaking down. Okay.
Moving on. This is something interesting they said during the game. Mm-hmm. Arsenal have never lost a game to Tottenham in the year that they won the Premiership.
Yeah, but there's been years where they haven't won the Premiership and they beat us both times.
I know. I'm just saying, if they had lost to it,
I get it, but it's just a bunch more Arsenal
number monkeys throwing their numbers around.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's not fun.
Let's keeping it on Tottenham. Why does Eze hate Tottenham, man?
I don't know.
What is that?
But don't get wrong. He's got 5 goals against us. Good for him.
He has 6 for the year.
He's got 6 for the year.
5 of them are against Tottenham.
He literally is probably not going to start another game for like 7 more games.
They don't play Tottenham again?
No.
All right. Yeah.
Do you think that this kicks Eze on to start more? Do you think Odegaard is like going to come back in and just be the guy?
You think him scoring a hat against Tottenham was going to get him to start more? What happened right after that?
I think he started the next game. I think he must have started
he got more starts after.
But then he just didn't do much.
He hasn't started in like fucking 6 games before this. It's horrible.
Yeah, not before this, but I mean, are you still are we still off Eze? Like, there's no point to you're not trying to trade for him or anything.
It's literally
you're not trying to make any sort of moves in that direction.
No, it's like you're only playing if he starts.
I think the concern is too is it's not just Odegaard now, right? It's Kai Havertz is coming back and playing there. So Saka played there against Wolves. And so it's not even like there's one guy that he's competing with now.
And you can't handcuff him with anyone. Who are you going to handcuff him with?
Kai Havertz? I don't know. Yeah.
There's like, it could be Odegaard, Kai Havertz, Martinelli, Saka. Who are you handcuffing him with?
But we should make like a mental note that for next year, whenever Tottenham play Arsenal, let's bet the over on goals for Eze. That should be one bet.
If Tottenham's still in the league.
And if Eze is still like even remotely starting games.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Wirtz was a late scratch, but Liverpool still won in the 97th minute. Didn't watch this game, but all I saw and read was that Forrest outplayed the shit out of them. Forrest were like
first half, for sure. Second half, it was a little
50-50.
50-50. Yeah. I thought Forrest deserved a point, though. It didn't. It felt undeserved for Liverpool.
They didn't deserve to lose. Yeah, they didn't deserve to lose.
It was an amazing loss for you, though, and you should be happy about this.
Yeah, I needed it.
It is, actually, weirdly. Yeah.
West Ham, Wolves.
Yeah.
West Ham draw,
Draw points, too. Like I said, not a good week for London clubs, except for one club.
Isn't that one club's Arsenal?
Yeah.
And it was like a semi-good. It was a really bad first half of the week and a good second half of the week.
Yeah, ended on a good note.
We really got to stop saying their name. I don't want to see us on the recap next year with this again.
Arsenal.
Fuck.
Real Madrid.
Okay. Those are our headlines. So we're going to go into waivers. Tico, do you want to talk through your 3 and then I'll go through my 4 or whatever?
Yeah, let's go through it. So first off, I have Mads Hermansen, keeper for West Ham. He's rostered at 7%. He's averaging 14.5 points over the last 3 with a total of 12 saves and 2 clean sheets. Only conceded 1 goal in 3 games, and his coming schedule is kind of friendly. Liverpool, Fulham, Man City, Villa, and Wolves. So initially it starts off a little difficult, but we also like the busy keepers. So West Ham are kind of playing better recently, so I kind of like this option.
West Ham's defense has been very good. Axel Disasi came in January and it's made them look much better. I guess the question is I thought Areola was the keeper. When did that change happen?
I think Hermansen was injured. I think he was the starting keeper when the year started. I'm pulling that up right now. And I think he was hurt. And he's just been back. Yeah. So he started the first 4 games, got injured, and Areola was playing. Now he's back.
Wasn't he the Leicester goalkeeper?
He was, yeah. And he was good there. I mean, yeah, when you look at his 3 scores since he's been back, it's an 18.75, a 6.25, and an 18.5. Damn.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. And he's only 25, so no point in playing Areola at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, are you dropping a top 10 keeper for him pretty quickly?
Yeah, but there's not that many top keepers, are there? There's like 5 of them.
I mean, and with Sells injured too, is there any keeper that's really standing out like way ahead of the pack? Like there was? No, it's much tighter now, huh?
No. Rolfs.
Oh, Rolfs.
Sunderland keeper, but it kind of balanced out. He's been on a kind of a not so amazing
of a downswing a little bit.
Yeah. Honestly, like I was looking to drop Dean Henderson, but then he had a 3-point game because of Palace defense not being as great as it was earlier. I'll see about that.
Well, he got the penalty save. That's what it was too.
Yeah, that's what did it. But I mean, the next goalkeeper I have on the waivers, let me move on to him. I think he's a better option. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Jordi Petrovic?
Jordi Petrovic.
I guess. Jordi Petrovic. Keeper for Bournemouth. Roster is 50%, so it's right there. Averaging 13.9 over the last 4 games. 18 saves, 2 clean sheets. And look at the schedule. Sunderland, Brentford, Burnley, Man U. If you're not salivating over that schedule,
For Bournemouth. Did you say that they've been undefeated? Yeah. Okay, I just put in a waiver claim for Mads Hermansen because I was looking at my keeper is Robert Sanchez, and if you look at Chelsea, they are conceding goals, so might as well.
Yeah,
I'm down bad. Might as well to make a swing. I like both of these guys. I like Petrovic. Okay, cool. I like both of those guys. Who else you got?
Tyrone Mings, defender for Villa, rostered at 19%. He got off to a great start, but then he was injured. He's started 3 games since he came back, and those 3 games he had 3.75, 14 points, 9.5 points. And their upcoming schedule is Wolves, Chelsea, United, West Ham, Forest, and Sunderland. Villa defense is pretty good. They don't score a lot and they don't let in a lot of goals as well. So this, if you need a defender, this could be a good one to ride for the next 5 game weeks.
I like it. Tried and true too. You kind of know what you're getting.
Yeah.
And yeah. Okay, I'll take over from here. Next on here is Randall Colomwani, 24% owned. I think the biggest thing is that he's played with Igor Tudor, the new Tottenham coach, before, and Tudor got a lot out of him at Juventus. So
5 goals in 11 games isn't bad.
Yeah, no, not at all. And so yeah, I think there's something there. And I mean, he scored against Arsenal. He really probably should have had a second too. Like we will talk about that, but yeah. So I think it's worth a punt, especially if you're in like desperation mode, and most people have at least one forward spot that they'd like to look to upgrade. You know.
Yeah.
Next on here is Sepp Vandenberg from Brentford, 24 or 42% owned. He's pretty much taken over the Nico Collins role at Brentford, which is the defender that just gets a lot of points. You know, the busy defender.
It's the 4th week in a row we've had him on waivers.
Yeah,
and he still
hasn't risen above. So I think probably most smart leagues he's gone, but worth checking. Next up, Alex Jimenez, Bournemouth, 28% owned. He's been great the last few weeks. And like Bournemouth has been on a really good run too. So I think just like kind of one of those like ride the lightning. Same with what Tico was kind of talking about, Jordi Petrovic. And exactly like their next few games are great. Like Sunderland, Brentford, Burnley. Yeah. Another one on here, more interesting, and I just wanted to include a mid because I think we're a little mid short, is Jacob Ramsey. Interesting to see if he can keep his spot because Bruno G is out. Joel Ellington is on his way back, so it might be a little bit of a shot in the dark, but he's previously scored well in previous seasons, and if he kind of gets a good run of games, I could see him doing well. He's capable of scoring a goal. So I think there's something there. It's just a matter of if he's going to have enough opportunity.
Last 2 games he started, he had 17.75 and 14 points. 1 goal,
That's
1
the other
assist.
thing too. Yeah. So yeah, he's had some performances, and those are both. He had 1 goal, 1 assist. But like, even if you take out those, they're okay. Like, not terrible from a ghost standpoint. So, okay, and then 3 just really quick ones, just like flashes. Botman, Newcastle, scores well when healthy. He's almost back from an injury. There was rumors that he was going to come back this weekend. He didn't, so maybe next week. But pretty much, if you look at his scores since he's been back from his injury before that, they're all pretty good. And that whole Newcastle team looks better when he's in it. Oscar Bob, I think it's finally Oscar Bob time, Tico. If you all your wait is finally over, just because Chukwueze's injured and it looked like Kevin went off at half, right, Enzo? Or he came off.
Came off
at
half.
That
right
might
before half,
yeah. So it leaves the door open for Oscar Bob to get some time. So that's exciting.
Keith, anytime you say his last name, you have to say it's Bob with 2 B's.
Bob with 2 B's.
Just make sure you do that. Just make sure you do that.
Sorry, guys. My bad. And then the last one I have here is Axel Disasi. Solid showing since he came to West Ham. I think he's had 2 double-digit games and 3. It's kind of like riding. I think you got to respect what Nuno does to defenses. You saw it at Forrest last year. He's had some time at West Ham, and now they're playing his style of ball.
And Disasi looks like he wants it too.
Yeah, I think Disasi's trying to get a paycheck. Get some money, get a good move out of Chelsea somewhere else. All right, that is waivers.
I like.
Want to kind of recap? I guess let's recap. Let's as we go through these games, let's recap these like key moments, and let's talk just about like looking ahead too. So we don't, about like what this means, what these games mean for the players ahead. First one on here, Aston Villa, Leeds United. We talked about Tyrone Mings getting 9.5 points, averaging 9.1 since the return from injury, which is great. We kind of briefly touched on Tammy Abraham's coming on and scoring. I guess the question is do you think he's done enough to take that job from Ollie Watkins?
Not yet, but I still think he could take his job. I like Tammy Abraham. Yeah, I think he's got a little bit more to him than Watkins has at the moment. Watkins, he doesn't have the confidence on front of goal at the moment.
But when he came on, he didn't come on for Watkins. Obviously, they were behind. They needed to score, so it's possible both of them could play at the same time.
Yeah,
it's not really Emery's style though to play 2 strikers.
It isn't, but yeah, I think it was maybe more of a desperation thing. But who knows?
Yeah,
I thought it was interesting that Watkins scored. He had 9 fantasy points all ghost, which is rare for him. It's very rare he gets a good ghosting game.
Yeah. So, what was the ghost? Was it like key passes, I'm assuming? Or
2 key passes, 1 shot on target, 2 tackles, 1, a couple aerials.
So there's a couple things that he won't do there, which is the 2 tackles made. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Cool. And then I think the big talking point on Leeds, Anton Stash is back. He scored that really amazing set piece goal that just caught Martinez off. Martinez is maybe the most overrated goalie. Do you think so? I mean, we've talked about this before, but I just feel like
I don't know if it's other people. He
makes a lot of mistakes. I feel like
he does make a lot of mistakes, but I think he's more of a shithousery. International does really well, but he's a shithousery keeper. Like he gets in your head. If he gets in your head, you're not going to do well against him.
Yeah. But for Stash, I mean, he's back in and slotting in. He's probably a mid 2 for anyone. Yeah. And he was free at various points of the season. So,
they're sitting at 16th right now. You think you trade high and try to get something good for him, or you want to hold out?
I mean,
do you think I can what though? Here's a good example. That's a personal example. Is that I have like a lot of defenders right now. So I have like good defenders. I have like Lewis Hall. I have, like very tradable defensive assets, but like I don't think anyone's going to trade Stash for Lewis Hall. You know what I mean? No. Like I don't think I don't know what you get for. I mean, I think the people who have Stash recognize its value. Is kind of what I'm saying. You'd have to trade. You'd have to trade like a big name that's underperforming. Maybe like a Mo Salah.
No,
what do you think about that?
I would hold on towards because this is the end of the run, right? So you're coming to the finish of the Premier season, and look at their schedule. They play Man City, which obviously sucks, but then they have Sunderland, Palace, Brentford, United, Wolves. So they have a very friendly schedle.
Bournemouth, Burnley, Tottenham, Brighton too. Jeez, that's amazing.
Until the end of the year, like Burnley, Tottenham, Brighton, and West Ham. So they're only going up against from the powerhouses, just City.
Wow.
So I think if you're in the league when if like Stash is on someone who's like in the middle pack, you're fighting for the championship. I think you should trade for him.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what I was saying. Like if you had Mo Salah, would you trade away Mo Salah for Anton Stash?
Oh,
that's what I was saying. Yeah.
There's the context.
I mean, he's no Gabriel.
That's proven to be a good trade so far. For those who don't know, I traded Mo Salah for Gabriel on October 30th, and I think it's been a good trade so
far. You remember the date?
I looked it up yesterday. Out of curiosity.
Okay.
And okay. Moving on. Next game: Brentford versus Brighton, Hove Albion. What were the score? You don't have the scores on any of these. You forgot to put the scores on these, Chico.
They matter.
Brentford 2, or no? Brighton, Hove Albion 2, Brentford 0. What's the score of this?
Yeah, 2-0. Brighton 1.
Yes, 2-0. Brighton 1. Okay, Brighton's top 3 scorers are rostered from this game. Are all rostered in less than 50% of leagues, which was Diego Gomez, 17.75 at 28% rostered, Bart Verbruggen at 17.5 points at 29% rostered, and Ferdi Kadioglu at 17.25 at 42% rostered.
Who might be going back to left back?
I think he was at left back.
Was he at left back in this game?
Yeah,
because of like certain players coming back. Again, how much water does this hold?
Yeah, I mean they're the ultimate like the Star is Born every week team,
Yeah, I like that.
So it's hard. It's hard to judge it. But if you want to chase lightning, who of the 3? I mean, Kadioglu probably is the one that I think has probably been the most consistent from these.
Yeah,
right. Unless you have some sort of
even if you're playing left back, he plays pretty high up on that left hand side. So what's surprising is like players like Matoma who just become non-existent in this fucking team.
The team is weird. I mean, so let's go through Danny Welbeck scores and get 14.75 points. First goal in 8 games.
Does he play another season?
See what?
Does he get another season, you think?
Did we lose?
Danny Welbeck
froze.
I mean, he's only 35.
You know, haven't they sold a bunch of young strikers? Who was that one striker they had last year?
João Pedro. They did have João Pedro.
But there was that one Irish kid too.
Oh, yeah. I think they got rid of him, yeah. Or he's at least on loan. But he had an injury. He never came back the same. You think the question is Danny Welbeck going to play another season?
Yeah.
I would if I was him. He's still
I would if I was him, but Brian doesn't care.
Do you think that Danny Welbeck's? We know that Danny Welbeck's a little bit of a streaky player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make you curious and snagging him and seeing if you can ride a little lightning?
If you're desperate, I'm pretty desperate.
Most people are for forwards.
I'm pretty fucking desperate right now. I got fucking 3 Bournemouth forwards.
Okay, that's God. Yakuba Minta, no minutes again. Last start December 20th. Drop time?
Yeah.
There's something going on with the coach and him or something. There's something weird because it's like this is beyond the time frame. But here's the rub. You drop Minta, and then if he gets a start,
You're fucked.
You're fucked. Like someone's gonna pick him up, and it's gonna, and then So I think there's a little bit of. I think what you're really hoping for is if you decide to hold on to Minta, is that the coach gets fired. Because it's like something like whatever. That's really what the rub is.
Kobe Mainoo sort of fucking thing that happened.
I think that's more the closer to what's going on.
Or Aaron Wan-Bissaka thing that happened.
I think that's exactly what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. Thiago, no goal. Only 1 goal in the last 6 games. He's finally cooled off a little bit. Lost his chance to catch up to Haaland. I think that was a foregone conclusion. He was never going to do that.
I think as soon as someone gets too close to Haaland, he's going to score a hat trick out of nowhere.
Yeah. I think the thing with strikers in general is like you look at strikers and they go on these runs and they seem invincible and then they just get a little cold. And then like I think that's why it's so hard to roster the run 3 strikers successfully in Fantrax fantasy is so difficult because strikers are just so volatile, with the points.
Yeah. I think the closest one that had it at the beginning of the season was fucking Sergey when he had.
Sergey still has it. I mean, look at his striker. Look at his Sergey in our league. He has
João Pedro.
He has João Pedro, Gyökeres, and Semenyo. Which this week is like you're a genius, but if they don't score, they could all. I mean, you could only get.
And Gyökeres is the worst one there.
And he drafted him in the first round. Just for Thiago, do we think Thiago could repeat what he did this year for next year, or is he going to be like Wood from last year for Forrest, 1 year wonder?
No, I think he's a goal scorer. I think he was just hot there for a minute, and so he was probably a little above. But I think at the end of the day, like he knows how to put the ball in the back of the net, and clearly he did it. He did it in a good run. And like when you look at Chris Wood. That was like the team thing, like when Nuno left and like he got injured, and there's a lot of factors. Where Thiago, I think, as long as he's healthy and Brentford kind of maintains consistency, like I don't see a reason why he wouldn't be a solid striker.
And just real quick to go back on Daniel Welbeck for next year. This year he's getting paid $3.9 to play, 3.9 million. Go play somewhere as a backup for like half of that, right? The bench. Why wouldn't he?
He might stay at Brighton.
Yeah, or stay at Brighton. Yeah.
Pretty likes the seaside.
Yeah, because we all know where Brighton is.
It's by the sea. I just gave you the fucking answer.
Oh yeah. Well, now we
seagulls. The seagulls. We should have known that just from the mascot.
Don't worry.
Okay. Chelsea won. Burnley won. João Pedro scores early, 5 in the last 6 with 5 assists. 2 of those were penalty draws, but still, they all count.
They all count on Fantrax.
15.25 points. He's probably is he the most informed striker right now? Is there another striker you can think of that's more informed than him? Gyökeres probably, and that's it. Him and Gyökeres.
No,
Gyökeres has 8 goals in the last 10 games or something like that. Crazy.
What? No.
He scored 2 against Tottenham. Obviously, he didn't score the last game.
Since January 3rd, this was only his 5th goal. He has 5 goals in the last
all competitions. Sorry.
Yeah, who cares what he's doing in some FA Cup like 5th division?
Okay.
Yeah.
Still,
Sesko's in form.
Sesko's in form, but he's not starting games, so it's so difficult. But okay.
He has 3.
Let's not get super sidetracked. Chelsea Burnley 1-1. Wesley Fofana gets a red and still has 8.75 points, which is pretty amazing. So he got -7.
Yeah,
it's still finished 8.75.
I think he got the assist, right? Yeah, he got the assist. No, he didn't get this.
He didn't get the assist. I think Wesley Fofana is kind of slept on as he's a really good point generator, but his issue is that he just hasn't been starting consistently enough for people to appreciate it. But when he plays, he should be started.
Also, it feels like Chelsea always lets in a lot of goals, even though that's not true.
Since the new coach has been there, they have been a little soft.
But even for the year, they've only allowed 31 goals, which is tied for 4th best.
Yeah.
But
I think with the new coach, I just think that there's going to be. I just think there's more goals. I think they're going to score more goals, but there's more goals.
Whose phone is this?
I don't know. I don't have that phone.
It's an iPhone.
That's my fault. Yeah, I don't. It won't happen again.
All right.
Cole Palmer gets taken off because Wesley Fofana got the red. You still finished with 10.5 points, which is fine.
I got screwed this week.
You can't get that amount. I mean, 10.5 points.
No, I'm just saying,
fine.
but the capabilities of the players getting taken off early and not getting the clean sheet points.
Yeah, I get it. Zian Fleming scores the 93rd minute winner. It's pretty gross and disgusting and sad and
Did you hear what your manager said?
That there was a missed assignment.
Yeah, and they didn't want to call someone out.
Yeah, it happens. Whatever. Well, you thought that was a weird thing for him to say?
I thought the way he said it was like he knows who I'm talking about. Like he called out a player. I think you
can, if you rewatch it, everyone knows who it is.
Yeah,
and it's Andre Santos. Or no, not is that right? Yeah, Andre Santos. He missed his marking assignment. But yeah, so Zian Fleming, 6th goal. JWP came on and got the assist. Every single time that JWP gave a corner, it looked like it was going to be a goal. Like his corner delivery is still so goddamn good. So just something to note as if he does starting against Burnley.
Maybe.
Okay, moving on. Next one. West Ham 0, Bournemouth 0. For a 0-0 game, there's quite a bit of notes here, but I think that has a testament to the fact that it was actually a pretty fun game. I'm not sure if you guys watched it, but it was pretty exciting.
There's no goals.
Yeah, there's no goals. West Ham had 8 players score double digits.
Did you see Ryan's run?
Oh, Ryan had that run for the Bournemouth player.
Fuck, it's so nice.
Senesi scored 14.25 points, which is good. James Hill does James Hill things again with 12. The Groupie tour continues with 11 points. Yeah, it's just like the clean sheets will add to that. I would say the big winner, I think for me, the last few weeks is just West Ham and like West Ham assets, and I kind of believe that they're gonna be pretty darn good for the rest of the season as far as like delivering points.
You think they get a relegation?
Yeah, I think Forrest goes down. Is my bet right now.
Okay, look at Tico. Go on, fucking say it, Tico, you piece of shit.
No. I'm not gonna say it.
Just fucking say it.
I don't think it's between Forrest and Tottenham, in my opinion.
Yeah, what's so hard?
I think the winner of that matchup, the loser of that matchup goes down.
Okay, it's probably Tottenham. All right, let's go.
We're gonna celebrate that day every year.
I don't see it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that
Tottenham's. Have you watched Tottenham play?
Yeah, but
Did you see that clip of Igor Tugal like yelling at fucking Van der Ven to put press up high, and Van der Ven just looking at like,
should we skip to that game? Do you want to talk about that game?
No, just
okay. Let's stay on track then. Manchester City 2, Newcastle United 1. Nico O'Reilly as a first half brace. He almost had a hat trick. What's going on? What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Just feel like I got scolded right now, and I've got to go in the corner and turn around or some shit.
Put your dunce cap on.
It's like he's passing notes around the classroom when he got caught.
I know, what the fuck, dude? I can't lie. There's no free speech here. This is why I'm leaving America.
Trying to keep us on track. Nico O'Reilly, first half brace. Marmouche with the assist on the first one. I don't remember who was the assist on the second.
Haaland.
Oh, yeah, Haaland. People were very pleased with Haaland's performance in this game, even though he didn't get a goal. Obviously, the assist. Scored 17 points. His highest scoring game of his career when he doesn't score. That's interesting. Second in the league in assists this year. Needs one more for career high. That's a great stat, Tico.
That's a great stat.
He has 7. Yeah, he has 7 assists. His first year in the league, he had 8. So if he gets one more, he will tie his EPL career high. Don't know how much he had in Dortmund or like his fucking Norwegian or Danish. Yeah, but yeah, it's 7 assists for him. It's like amazing. You would never have thought of. I would have never thought.
Yeah. We can mention it. Marmouche gets a start. I think that's he was dropped in our league, in our 10-man league. So I picked him up. So I'm hoping that he gets a little run of games. But it's just interesting. Shirky came on the 50th minute and still managed to get 8 points. Is he a must start even on the bench? Pet proof?
Maybe.
I always think that's risky business.
I don't think he's pet proof, but I think if he gets on the field, even if it's like 5 minutes, he's going to get you like a solid 5-6 points.
Yeah.
He's going to dribble past some motherfuckers.
Hold on, let me pull this up. See, when was the last time he didn't get any playing time? The last time he got 0 playing time was October 5th. And in that span, the lowest amount of playing time he had was 7 minutes against Fulham. But usually when he comes up, it's around like 20 to 30 minutes.
And then he's going to just generate points because that's what he does. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I hate doing that, but I get it. It's too nerve-wracking for me. to just start a guy that's not starting, hoping he's going to come off the bench and score points.
It's risque.
Does not feel good.
I think him and Sesko are the ones that I would consider.
Yeah, I mean Sesko. It's fascinating what's going on with Sesko.
Yeah,
he just comes off the bench and finishes. I'm fascinated. Okay, on this one though, Jacob Ramsey, 17.75 points. We talked about him. Got an assist. I mean, I don't know how much of like a true assist it was in the sense that like he didn't really do much. He just like passed the ball or it was a deflection or something. And Lewis
sometimes
Hall,
less is more.
Yeah, but Lewis Hall had the Newcastle United goal off a deflection. A good performance from him.
Mm-hmm.
And then just another disappointing effort with from Newcastle forwards.
Wissa was a late scratch.
Yeah, Wissa was a late scratch.
Yeah, and Gordon underwhelmed, but it was. I mean, there just wasn't much there.
But he's so much better in fucking Champions League.
What does he have? 9 goals in 10 games.
Like 9 goals or something. Yeah, in 10
games. 4 goals in the first half.
Yeah, but that was also against Querberg or whatever. So we'll see what they do in the second.
Regardless, you still got to put those balls in, man.
Yeah,
and he did it.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, he made some comments that were interesting about the Champions League and how it's easier to play. So I think that, I just think that I think if Anthony Gordon was playing in Spain or somewhere else, he'd be like, people would think he was amazing. It's just because he's
at Barcelona.
Yeah,
at Barcelona?
Yeah, I think he would be like. I think he would be like.
Let's stop that.
He would.
What do you mean? That's up to La Liga.
Let's stop that. He doesn't have the quality for La Liga.
Well, he clearly does because
he clearly does.
He clearly does not.
What?
Where do you guys say he clearly does?
Because he's scoring goals. Okay, we don't.
Against Garabach. Yeah.
No. Wait, hold on. Sorry, we're talking about Rashford. But you think that Anthony Gordon does have the quality for La Liga?
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't. That's not even what I say. I think that he has the athleticism for any league other than the Premier League. I think of any other league, he's running through teams. He's so much faster, quicker. But in the Premier League, that's muted a little bit, and so it doesn't seem like
because other leagues don't press you as like the Premier League. With his speed,
and I think, and the case in point is the Champions League, where he's scoring so many goals.
So against what teams?
Gordon against all sorts of teams. He scored against all sorts of teams, not just Querberg or whatever.
Anthony Gordon doesn't have the technical skill level to be La Liga. He would be great at Serie A.
Yes, he's a pretty high technical skill player, Anthony Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're just pulling stuff out of your backside.
No, I'm smart.
Okay. Next game, Crystal Palace 1, Wolves 0. Pretty devastating. Palace gets a 90th minute goal. It's hard to see that happen.
No.
Dean Henderson saves a PK, finishes with 30.5 points. Might have potentially won Tico his matchup versus Enzo this week. Jorgen Strand Larson, another start, but he didn't get his monster score like he did again last week. He's only managed about 4.75 points. Crystal Palace defenders 8 this game, so they all performed well. All 5 of them, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Chico Bueno, 18.75 points. That's a few games in a row now. He's just been a dominant force for Wolves.
Stop and forget.
Do you think that he goes? He's probably going to stay in the Premier League. You think someone takes a risk on him or no?
There's going to be a bunch of players that leave all these teams that go down. There's going to be a bunch of players that leave.
You think there's a few that are going to stay?
Yeah, because
I think there's enough quality on that team.
I don't think there's going to be too much. Like Akaderi, he'll stay wherever his name is. The other Bueno,
Mane.
Will stay.
What about Mane?
Mane will stay because no one's going to pick him up.
Yeah, but they'll be interesting.
They're going to offload a few top. They've already offloaded Strand Larson, so that's already one wage they have to deal with.
Yeah.
So.
And then the last note here that Tico left is Wolves already did their job for the year with the Arsenal tie. I would argue that Wolves still need to score 2 more points to do their job. So to keep Derby at the bottom of as the worst Premier League team ever. Yeah. They need to score 2 points in 11 games.
Wolves could take it. They deserved it.
I don't know. I like that. I just I have a jersey from that Derby team, so it would be annoying if they lost the record. And when I wear that, I can't. I can't be like worst ever.
I hope they get the record, so I would buy a Wolves jersey.
I'll buy the Wolves jersey too.
Okay, next game: Nottingham Forest 0, Liverpool 1. Alexis McAllister gets a late equalizer. Has 17.25 points. He also had one disallowed like 5 minutes before, which was crazy. Have you noticed Alexis McAllister's actually had a couple good games in a row now? Or like 2 out of his last 3 have been really good. And I wonder if it's time to start looking at him as a viable fantasy asset.
I mean, he's been having a very disappointing year so far.
Oh yes, but it's like maybe now. I mean,
but what's changed that he's going to improve?
Like he's actually been playing games. I don't think he was playing that much. Right?
No, he's been 22 starts.
Okay,
out of 26. Yeah.
So, but what do you think's changed in the last two games where we scored a 10.5 and a 17.25? Nothing.
Well, competition. They play against Forrest and Sunderland.
Well, when you look at the rest of the schedule, I think their schedule is pretty good. It's West Ham, Wolves, Tottenham, Brighton, Fulham, Everton, Palace. That's a pretty good schedule. West Ham's probably going to win a lot of these. I'm sorry, Liverpool's probably going to win. I could see Liverpool winning the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row.
They're going to finish strong. I think Frimpong's coming back too. But so this last game week, Wirtz didn't play. Obviously, that factors in. And then the previous game, didn't Ekitike get a last-minute scratch or he wasn't playing?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But okay, I see what you're saying. Fair enough.
They can't do this again where they start getting late goals again. It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
They won't sustain it.
Yeah, it was a bummer. I thought Forrest played pretty well, and they probably deserved something out of this game. So it's hard. It was hard to see a little bit. Liverpool center backs combined for 39.75 points. Konate 18.5. Van Dijk 21.25. Wow. And that was without any goals or assists? Or did one of them get an assist? Did Van Dijk get an assist?
I think he got an assist. No, there was.
How does he get so many points?
Well, he got the clean sheet.
Van Dijk got the assist.
Yeah, they got the. Yeah. Oh, that's why. And he got the clean sheet.
Man, Van Dijk has the last two games is over 50 points in his last two games. A 29.25 and then a 21.25. Pretty amazing. And then there's just a note that says Forrest didn't, and then isn't completed being written. So I'm assuming that was supposed to be something, Tico, that didn't happen. Forrest just couldn't score. Maybe let's ad lib for Tico. Forrest didn't have enough firepower.
They didn't have enough to put it away.
Yeah, okay, I like that. Omari Hutchinson didn't perform well. I don't think Cal Hudson-Odoi performed well. I don't think any of the attacking players really did much. Mm-hmm. But I think better weeks ahead for Forrest. I think
how's Munez doing? Sorry, I'm just thinking about defenders. All of a sudden, I'm thinking about Munez.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wait up. Okay, let's talk about Munez for 2 seconds. How's Munez doing, Tico?
Great.
I
think ever since he came back, this was his first great game. Let me pull that up right now. He had 14.25 points. No, actually, the last 4 games he's been killing it. Okay. 10, 12, 14.
I just haven't heard Tico speak about Munez in like fucking 4 pods. That's why. And he's usually up his arse.
Well, a certain someone over here thought he was going to have a bad year, but he's having his best year so far.
I didn't think
he's having his best year so far. You can say that. Really?
I mean, 12.8 points versus 12.4. It's not that much better. But for the sake of my argument and shoving it in Enzo's face.
Yeah,
well, he's definitely repeating.
I think the bummer with Munez is that he's like 28 or 29 already, right?
He's still in his prime. That's his prime.
Yeah. Man. So I think you're going to get 1 or 2 more good years out of him, hopefully in the Premier League.
You can get like 2 more good years out of him.
He's 29. But his birthday is, when is his birthday?
I think the rub with him is
in May. He's going to be 30.
He does so much running. It's not like he's like a 29-year-old Bruno Fernandes or something that just sits, and pings good balls. He's running up and down the field like a madman. But yeah, okay. Next game. Sunderland 1, Fulham 3. Sunderland are 9-9-9. That's very interesting. Is that true? 9 wins, 9 draws, 9 losses?
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of fun. Dan Ballard, 15.25 points, continues to be a pretty dominant force on that defense. Kevin starts and gets injured. Negative, or just 2.25 points? Yeah, so he's probably. So I think this is where we're talking about Oscar Bob being super viable all of a sudden, right?
Yep.
Raul Jimenez gets a brace and scores 24.5 points, 1 good goal, and then 1 penalty. Alex Iwobi becomes Alex Iwobi. He scores 24 points. But I wouldn't consider them Iwobi points, which for us just means ghost points because they were assists. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know either about you guys, but I was unfortunate enough. I played against Alex Iwobi and Raul Jimenez on the same team this week, and that doomed me.
48 points total, man.
Yeah, I lost in our main league because of that. So it sucked. Any other? I don't want to talk about it. The guy that I traded as if to. Who also just crushed me?
Alejandro.
Yeah. It's brutal.
He texted me before the game, would you start Mickey van der Ven or Eze? And I was like, bro, that's a no-brainer.
Are you helping him? Really?
He texts me, bro.
Really?
I didn't reach out to him. He texts me.
You responded?
But that's a no-brainer.
Hey, Keith, really quick question. Do you still want Tottenham to get relegated or no?
I don't know. I'm changing my mind slowly but surely.
It's a no-brainer, Keith. It's just a
I mean,
question.
that is a no-brainer. Van der Ven against Arsenal. Come on.
Come on, man.
Okay.
He was just trolling.
Speaking of Arsenal, a lot. Tottenham, a little. The official score is 4-1 if we're going to keep track. Gyökeres scores against another small club. He had 27 points, 2 goals. Gyökeres has scored, I think, how many goals does he have total? 9 in the Premier League?
No,
I think more. 6 of the 9 have been or like 6 of the 9. It's like majority of his goals have been against the bottom 6. Is what I guess what I was trying to get at.
He has 10 goals. He has no assists. The only goal he scored against a good team is Everton and Leeds, if you want to count it.
No.
Everton.
And I don't even know. I don't even know if
Everton's
Everton
like top team. They're still a mid-table team.
That's like the best team that he scored against. Tottenham 2, Sunderland 2, Leeds 1.
No, Leeds 3, right?
Everton 1, Burnley 1, Forrest 1, Leeds 2.
And you got 2 against Sunderland. That's about the best team he scored 2 against with Sunderland. I would say. Yeah. So what we're getting at here is that
we were right about this.
Yeah.
Bum.
He scores against teams that are inferior. Okay, but he's still getting goals. I mean, he's definitely on a better streak now than he was. He's definitely on a better streak now than he has been, right? Like he's definitely looking better than he was at the beginning of the season. I think
what's his run of games? What's the next games for Arsenal?
Chelsea, Brighton, Everton, Bournemouth, City, Newcastle, Fulham.
He's not going to score until he plays Fulham.
I mean, Brighton, Everton, potential.
Nah, he won't score against Brighton.
Hey, didn't Fulham beat Arsenal both times last year and also this year, or tied him? Yeah.
Fulham do well against Arsenal.
Eze owns Tottenham, 27 points as well. Last time he scored was November 23rd when he had a hat-trick versus Tottenham.
I like the argument you had. Like, would he score more goals at Tottenham than he would have done at Arsenal?
I am saying he would have scored more goals at Tottenham than he would have done at Arsenal, because just look at how many goals he scores whenever he's out in the field with those Tottenham players. So
that's so funny.
Feels like Hincapie has taken over the left back position, 12.25 points. I would tend to agree with you. I think that it's his to lose until something changes, but that change could be something small, you know. I think that at the end of the day, Calafiori's just injured so much. He's been so in and out, and I think that Hincapie just offers a little more solidity on that side.
He does well. He does a job there. He does fine.
Just real quick, Arsenal beat Fulham this year, and last year they beat him and tied him once.
Yeah, so interesting. We talked about Koulibaly. He had 15 points. Probably should have had another goal. I'm sure you saw this, Enzo, but it was just very weird that was called a foul on him for that slight little push on Gabriel, when that's almost identical thing happened with Ekitike and Romero earlier in the season, and then that was allowed. A very similar thing happened with Gabriel and Voltemade earlier this season, and that was allowed. So I just feel like there's a little bit of inconsistency there that if I was a Tottenham fan, I'd be very frustrated by.
It was just soft.
It's
just refs, and if the ref had called it a goal and not a foul, like,
it wouldn't have been brought back. So you think it's just a matter of that? Yeah. Okay.
It was just the referee's decision. VAR wasn't
going to intervene and go against. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, then I want to talk about this, Enzo. You brought it up a little bit earlier. The damning video. Is it a damning video of Tudor and Van de Ven, where he's screaming at Van de Ven to get up the field, and Van de Ven is clearly just looking at him and just walking? Is it a nothing bigger? Or is it a nothing bigger, or is that like a really damning video?
No, that's sort of, you know, he's there to do a job. He's not there to make friends, right? He's there to win some games to make sure we don't get relegated. But when you're yelling at the captain and telling him to push up, and your style of play is a high press, like that's your style of play, but your captain at the time is looking at you like, who the fuck are you? I'm not gonna do it. And then you show fucking, as a manager,
you're exasperated. Yeah,
it doesn't show good stuff.
Okay, my question is, like, I don't really understand why he wouldn't do it. Like, that to me, that's a Van de Ven. Like, that to me is a more red flag, and that something's wrong in the dressing room with the players and the attitudes of the players. Because
I think so,
that
too.
guy's been there for like a week, and you can't say that you don't respect him already. You know what I mean? It's not like I understood where they lost faith in Thomas Frank, and by the end they're not playing for him. But like at this point, it's like this guy's been here for a few days. How are you not going to do the things he's asking you to do?
Well, Tudor's already well known for his abrasive coaching style. So
yeah,
I don't know. I have no idea. But there's a mentality thing wrong at Tottenham. It's been like that for a long time. So
hey, why are Tottenham players incapable of doing like back-to-back positive things? Like they do a dribble, then they give a bad pass. They give a good pass, and then like why can't they do like 2-3 things good in a row?
The last time we played well and with some kind of positivity was Pochettino. If you really think about it, Mourinho defensive, Conte Conte didn't start playing football.
No,
it was
Conte.
It was the first. It was the first 10 games of the Ange. Was the last time you played well with any sort of positivity.
Yeah.
That was truly the last time. The last time there was joy. You had joy on your face.
It's the injuries that we can't keep our guys on the fucking
that
field.
To me is the most damning thing, and I don't understand how there hasn't been more of an inquiry into what is the hell is going on in your
it's
fitness, physio. Like there's clearly something that is darkly wrong with the way that your players are training or recovering or something.
It's more entertaining to talk about Tottenham being Spursy than us having a better injury lineup on the pitch.
Okay, did you guys see that whole thing with like, so there were these rumors about the San Francisco 49ers? Did you see this? Where they're like, they built their practice facility right next to like an electrical, and what was it, like an electrical grid?
Power plant or
something.
Yeah.
And so there are these and like San Francisco's known for having just like tons and tons of muscle injuries and stuff. There's a speculation that all that high like electricity emission is like affecting all these athletes. And so I'm wondering, where Tottenham trains? Do they train at the stadium, Enzo? They probably don't. They have a facility somewhere they train. Yeah. So where they train, are there any power plants around there?
No idea.
Can we look into that?
I'll look into it.
I'm on it.
You're on it? Okay.
Yeah, and remember when the year started, you guys beat Burnley 3-0, then Man City 2-0, how happy you were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for that, bro.
Okay, yeah, I think that's worth a deep investigational dive into what's going on with Tottenham's injuries. Anything else to talk about there? Are we done?
We're done.
Xavi Simons had a shit game.
What?
After having a few good games, he had a bad game.
What was his shit game?
He had like a 0. He scored like less than a point.
Did he?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Maybe you should look to trade him, Enzo.
Or drop him.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should check your inbox and see if there's any trades.
No, I checked my inbox. I didn't like what I saw. Someone was trying to rape me. He had a 0.75. Yeah, you're right. But he's been doing pretty good before that. He had 6 games in a row, so I'm not worried.
All right, last game of the week. Manchester United 1, Everton 0. Can I say something?
Go on.
I am not that impressed with United.
Really?
I'm just not that. I'm watching them struggle against Fulham. I'm watching them struggle against Everton. And I'm looking at these games and being like, they're not seeing anything that's like, yeah, they've gotten the results. They've gone their way. They've scored last minute winners. They've had the plan A has not gone to plan. And then they bring Susk off the bench and he manages to get a last gasp win or whatever. But I'm just saying that it's not as convincing as it seems. It's kind of like reminds me of Liverpool at the beginning of the season where they're papering over the cracks with late winners.
Late winners, I agree with you, but style of play and the way they're playing, they look better, especially with the passing from defense to midfield to forward.
Okay, correct. They look better.
They look a lot better.
Yes, they definitely look better.
When you look at them, you don't think, this team could win a championship. They could, fight for the title. But what they were under
Amorim,
the one before him, Ten Hag and Amorim, to what they are now, it's a lot more fluidity, and it feels like they like playing for the manager. There's like fight in the team, so that's what it is. But when you look at them, and also I feel like Cunha is the one who's been suffering the most fantasy wise. Today he had I don't know if you guys watched the game. The hockey assist he had to him when it was an amazing.
That was
pass.
That should have been points.
Yeah, but as far as like them, like they're amazing. No. But I was actually thinking while watching this, is Bruno Fernandes the greatest EPL fantasy player of all time?
Oh, okay. Fantasy player.
Maybe he beats like a KDB solely because of the amount of games he plays.
The longevity of it.
Longevity and the fact that KDB had these big periods on the bench where Bruno pretty much plays 37 to 35 out of 38 games every season.
Don't leave Harry Kane's name out of this too, man.
But how many years was he there?
Harry Kane?
For 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
How many years has...
Yeah.
Well, no, when he was elite in Tottenham.
It was like 7, 8 years at least, but he was at Tottenham for like 10. And in the 2 years where he wasn't elite, he still scored like 10, 12 goals.
He was good, but I think when you look at actual points, like they're like over the long period, over a period of time, not goals, but when you look at actual fantasy points, I think Bruno probably takes it.
I think KDB had a year where he averaged like 20 points a season, which is like insane.
Yeah.
Like there's also obviously Mo Salah is in the conversation.
Yeah, there's been a few years where Mo Salah has been just unbelievable. But I think you're talking about longevity over.
Yeah, I think it would be Mo Salah, Kane, and Bruno right now in the conversation.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a metric. You guys, I was looking at this. So, like, obviously, the Draft Society, they have that useful draft metrics, and they update it semi regularly. And the last update was 19th of February, and I was looking at WAR, which is we've talked about WAR before, like usually around draft time, it's like wins above replacement. So the amount of wins they're going to give this player is going to give you X amount of wins a year just solely by themselves. Like they're going to earn you this many extra wins.
Yeah.
And like a good number is like maybe just right around 1. Okay. That'd be like you're an elite if you're around 1. Like you're an elite, you're in the top 10, top 10 player, top 20 player around 1. Bruno Fernandes, 2.2. 2.2. The next best is Erling Haaland, 1.86. Declan Rice, 1.66. Gabriel Malinglass, 1.4. So he is in a league of his own from his ability just to affect you to winning games.
Wow.
Which is really,
He's and they wanted to sell him.
I know. But do you think this is his last year? Could we be seeing the last year of Bruno Fernandes?
How many years he's got left, Tico? Bruno.
His contract?
Bruno.
He might be on the move. I think you have to move on from him. Sell high because you have
sell
to
when he can.
Yeah.
You know he goes to Man United to take his place. Morgan Gibbs White, fuck you.
Right. I think it's more like they have Cunha playing in that central role.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably what I would do if I was him.
Yeah, I think they'd already replaced him and then couldn't get rid of him.
And then bring back Marcus Rashford and make Marcus Rashford play.
He's already said he won't play. He won't play for Man United.
No, and also Barcelona want to sign him.
Because, they're probably going to win La Liga again this year.
No, they're not. So,
any other notes on this game before we just meander off?
I think it was Sesko was the note, who's been kind of playing pretty amazing.
Coming off the bench and scoring goals, essentially.
Euro started this week. I think he's been starting since he's been back. Let's see.
Tico, are you concerned?
The goalkeeper, Lamens, has been pretty
solid
good as well.
Tico, are you concerned with Mbeumo coming off? Was that an injury? It looked like he got a knock of some kind.
No, I don't think it was an injury. I was watching the game. They didn't say anything on the broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Newcastle Stadium, the closest power plant is 1.3 miles away. So that's not the case.
But that's not the stadium. We need to find out where the training facility is.
Yeah. From the training facility. I found out.
Oh, but we're not. Wait, were we talking Newcastle? I thought we were talking. Tottenham.
No, sorry. Tottenham.
Okay.
Yeah, Tottenham. Yeah.
1.3.
That's still close enough to fuck us up.
No, the San Francisco one, it's only it's like 30 meters away.
Yeah, it's like kitty corner to it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Maybe it's something else. But it was worth looking into. Okay. Anything else we want to talk about? I know there's obviously matchups. We kind of don't really need. I guess we're kind of out of time, so we're not going to.
Yeah, we don't really need to go over matchups.
Round 28. Good luck.
Waiver. Yeah. Good luck to you boys.
Good luck.
Oh wait. Boys. Well, Arsenal versus Chelsea.
What about it?
Sergey has a chance back-to-back weeks to gloat over you guys. Chelsea has to
should we? I feel like should we watch that in person?
I'm down.
Should we try and make it? Are you working ends?
What day is it?
Sunday.
I watch Sunday, mate. Oh wait, am I off Sunday?
March 1st.
I might be off. I'll let you know. I'll find out.
All right, let us know. That'd be fun.
Down to 4 work days.
Okay, this has been episode 125 of Draft Offsides. My name is Keith. I'm with Tico and Enzo. Follow us at Draft Offsides, and we will see you next week.